Good afternoon, children. Today I am going to discuss about the strength of acid and bases and the way how we can measure quantitatively about the acids and bases. You have discussed already about the distinguishing part of acid and bases. Acid and bases can be distinguished by using indicators. Different indicators that tells about the acid and bases. But these indicators does not tell about the quantity of acid and bases, that which one is a stronger acid and which one is a weaker acid. Now, there is a rule that whenever there will be dilution, the concentration of hydrogen ion will decrease. The acid becomes weaker with the dilution. Now there is a substance which is known by the name of a universal indicator. This universal indicator is a mixture of various indicators. It gives different color with different concentration of hydrogen ions. There is a one scale which is known by the name of pH scale that is also used to measure the strength of acids and bases. The pH word has been taken from the German word Potenz, which means power. This pH scale gives us different values. With the pH of 7, the substance is neutral. With the pH 0, it is strongly acidic. With the pH 14, it is strongly basic. Now, what is the need to study this pH? We are using so many things where we require pH, like the shampoo which we are using. If its pH is not measured properly, it will burn our hair as well as skin. All the cosmetics, they have specific pH. There are large number of substances, large number of ointments which we use. Their pH that is measured so that they are not harmful for the skin. Now, there is one more method to measure pH, that is the use of pH meter. The pH meter is used. pH meter is used to measure the pH. Actually, industrially, this pH meter is used. It is not given much in your syllabus. There is one paper which is known by the name of pH paper. On this paper, there is a universal indicator is rubbed. Universal indicator is trapped completely. So this gives different color with the different strength or with the different concentration of hydrogen. So there are three methods to measure the pH: by using pH paper, by using pH meter, by using universal indicator solution. Now there are certain things about which we should know, and their pH should be known to us. For example, human blood, saliva. Beside that, many substances present in the body, they are having pH between 7 to 7.4. If the pH is less than 7 or the pH is more than 7.4, then these things harm our body. A table is given in your book, that is, there are few substances which are given whose pH we should know. Saliva before meal is having pH between 7 to 7.5. Saliva after meal, it secretes acid and pH increases. Lemon juice, it is acidic in nature, so pH is less than 7. Colored aerated drink, these are acidic in nature, so the pH is less than 7. Carrot juice, again it is acidic in nature. Coffee is having pH between 4.5 to 5.5. Tomato juice 4 to 4.4. Tap water 7. 1m NaOH is having strongest base pH 14 and 1m HCl is having pH 0. Now, the strength of acid and bases depends upon the number of hydrogen ion and number of hydroxyl ion which these produces. Greater the number of hydrogen ion produced by acid, the more will be the strength of acid. Now, similarly, greater the number of hydroxyl ion, the more will be the strength of acid. And one thing very important, that all the strong acid and its strong bases, these dissociate completely when these are dissolved in water to give us hydronium ion and hydroxyl ion. All the strong acids, which are strong acids? We have studied about 3: HCl, H2SO4, HNO3. These will be dissociated completely to give hydronium ion and that of a chloride ion. Here, it will be dissociated by the reaction with water to give hydronium ion and that of sulfate ion. Similarly, HNO3. If there is any weak acid and it will be reacted with water, it will produce acetate ion plus hydronium ion, but the hydronium ion will be produced in that of a less amount. Now, pH is very much useful for us. Why this pH is very much useful? First of all, the pH, all the animals and plants are pH sensitive. I have just now told you that the pH is important for the human body. This pH should be measured while using cosmetics, while using medicines, while using shampoos. If the pH of rainwater is less than 5.5, it becomes acidic rain. And you know, this acidic rain is how much harmful. Similarly, the pH of river water, that is also decreases concentration of hydrogen ion increases if this rainwater falls in river water. The pH is important for the growth of soil and plants. If the pH is more, or a soil is acidic or soil is alkaline in nature, the growth of plants that will be severely affected. And the growth of plants, if it will be severely affected, you know what can happen. So the soil should neither be too acidic nor it should be too basic. Similarly, the pH is very much important in our digestive system. You know, during the process of digestion, there is a release of hydrochloric acid in the stomach, which is responsible for the digestion of food. Actually, there is a one enzyme pepsin that is secreted in stomach that can only work in the presence of HCl. But if the person is having excess of HCl, the excess of HCl is secreted in the stomach. It causes irritation and pain. Now, to just neutralize this acid, antacids are given. One of the antacid is magnesium hydroxide. This neutralizes excess of acid. These days, there is a one salt that is known by the name of Zental or ranitidine that is being given to cure excess of acidity. Similarly, the pH change causes tooth decay. You know, the hardest substance is that of a tooth enamel. This tooth enamel is made up of hydroxychloropeptide. It is a substance which is just like that of a calcium phosphate. It is insoluble in water, but when there is a pH of the mouth becomes lower than 5.5 because of the some sugar or some food particle remains in mouth, the bacteria present in mouth produced acid, and this acid is responsible for the dissolution of tooth enamel. Because of this, there will be decaying of tooth. These bacteria are produced acid which is responsible for only dissolving tooth enamel. So that is responsible for causing decaying of tooth. So all the time toothpaste should be used so that bacteria could not produce acid. Toothpaste is always basic in nature. So that is why a toothpaste should be used. Similarly, the self-defensing substances, they are also release some substances which are responsible for causing irritation and pain. Yellow ant or wasp, its sting that consists of methanoic acid. The methanoic acid is HCOOH. Then where the ant sting is only stuck, we rub baking soda there to relieve from the pain and irritation due to methanoic acid. Similarly, there is a plant which is known by the name of nettle. It is having stings which again produces methanoic acid for the self-defense. Now there is a dog plant. If the secretion from this plant is rubbed at that place where there is a sting of nettle plant, this can be cured. So in this manner, the pH, its knowledge is very much important because we are revising the syllabus. So let me discuss some bold questions which are being given from the pH, and pH is a very important topic. I will discuss few questions which are being asked in 2019 paper. First one is the a teacher provided acetic acid, water, lemon juice, aqueous solution of sodium hydrogen carbonate, aqueous, to the students in laboratory for determining the pH value with the pH paper. The student reported the pH value that was acetic acid 3, then lemon juice 4, there was one substance sodium hydroxide whose pH was reported 14, sodium hydrogen carbonate pH 8, and the pH of water that has been also reported 8. Which of these values is not correct? The pH of water is not correct. It is a neutral substance. Its pH should be 7. So, the next question is, state the effect of hydrogen ion concentration on the nature of solution. Do basic solution have hydrogen ion? If yes, then why these are basic? Again, state the effect of concentration of hydrogen ion on the nature of solution. Do basic solution have hydrogen ion? If yes, why these are basic? If the hydrogen ion concentration is 10⁻⁻7 or greater than it, then the solution is basic. If the solution is acidic. If the hydrogen ion concentration is equal to 10⁻⁻1, then it is neutral. And if it is hydrogen ion concentration is less than 10⁻⁻7, it is basic. So in this manner you can calculate. Base solution are also having hydrogen ion, but these basic solution having hydrogen ion in the form of hydroxyl ion. These basic solution have hydrogen ion in the form of hydroxyl ion. So that is why there will be hydrogen ion concentration that cannot be calculated. Next one is, an aqueous solution has hydrogen ion concentration. An aqueous solution has hydrogen ion concentration 1 into 10⁻⁻10 moles per liter. Determine the pH. The pH will be 10. The pH will be 10. Is the solution acidic, basic or neutral? The solution will be basic. The solution will be basic. Will the pH of solution increases or decreases? on adding 1 drop of HCl. The pH will increase on adding 1 drop of HCl. Next question. pH has great importance in our daily life. Explain giving 3 examples. Just now I have explained the importance of pH. So you can very easily write the importance of pH in our daily life. Next question. A solution X gives orange color when a drop of it fall on pH paper. A solution X gives orange color when a drop of it falls on pH paper. A drop is fall, so it will give orange color. Now another solution Y gives bluish color. Another solution Y gives bluish color when a drop fall on pH paper. Now, what is the nature of both the solution? Acidic solution always give orange color. So this solution is acidic and this solution is basic. This solution is acidic and this solution is basic. Out of HCl and ethanoic acid, which one is more strong and why? Explain with the help of example. Ethanoic acid is a weak acid, HCl is a strong acid, because when the dissociation of ethanoic acid takes place, the hydrogen ion produced in a smaller amount in comparison to HCl, which is dissociated completely to give more hydrogen ions. So that is why HCl is a strong acid. Now the next question is, why do we need to brush our teeth with toothpaste after eating sugary food? Now acid is produced because of some particles are left in the mouth. So bacteria, they become active. To remove the excess of acid, we toothbrush our teeth with toothpaste, which is basic in nature. Which oxides are acidic and which oxides are basic? Metallic oxides are basic and non-metallic oxides are acidic. You can give very easily example of these. Now the next question is, what is acid rain? What is its pH? Acid rain is a rain when the pH of water becomes equal to 5.5 or less than it. How does this affect aquatic life? The survival of aquatic life becomes difficult in the presence of acid rain. There are so many questions like this which are being asked in the examination. You go through this topic as it is very much important, and if there is any query, let me know so that can be solved in that of a next Zoom class.